You need to understand what is happening in the first 7 days of July 2025 because it is not an ordinary week. It is a cosmic activation sequence, a sacred cascade of energy that is designed to permanently alter your timeline and shatter the very foundation of the collective reality we have all been living in. If you are seeing this, it is not by chance. Your soul has been preparing for this moment for lifetimes, and the final alarm clock is about to go off. What is coming is a frequency shift so potent, so profound, that it will feel like a planetary earthquake shaking you from the inside out. Most people will dismiss it as chaos, as political turmoil, as emotional instability, but you will know the truth. You will know that this is the Great Awakening hitting a critical tipping point. Before we go any further, I need you to anchor yourself to this transmission. Take one deep, conscious breath. Like this video to signal to the energetic grid that you are a point of light ready for this upgrade. Subscribe right now, because the information that will be coming through over the next few days is time sensitive, and you cannot afford to miss it. And finally, type the number 777 in the comments below to create a sacred trinity of intention between you, this message, and the divine intelligence of the cosmos. You are now locked in. For weeks, maybe even months, you have been feeling it. A strange hum in the background of your life. A low-grade anxiety that has nothing to do with your daily problems. You've had dreams that feel more real than your waking life, filled with symbols you don't understand, and messages from people you've never met. You might be waking up between 3 and 4 a.m. Your heart pounding, feeling a sense of immense urgency, but not knowing why. This is not in your head. This is your spiritual body, your light body, sensing the incoming tidal wave of energy. The first 6 to 7 days of July are the moment that wave makes landfall. This is the culmination of every spiritual trial, every dark night of the soul, every choice you have made to heal and to grow. The universe has been testing you, preparing your energetic circuitry to be able to handle what is about to be unleashed. The core of this event is a full moon energy portal, but it is not just any portal. It is a portal whose energy begins to flood the earth plane a full 2 weeks before its peak, and the first week of July is when the floodgates begin to creak open, releasing the first most shocking torrents of 5D gamma light onto a 3D world that is simply not ready for it. Let's break down the invisible mechanics of what is happening. As we enter July, the sun is in the deep, intuitive, and emotionally raw sign of Cancer. This is the energy of the cosmic mother, of our roots, our ancestry, and our deepest feelings of security. But this is not a gentle, nurturing Cancerian energy. It is being violently aspected by a confluence of planetary forces that are turning this deep ocean of emotion into a boiling cauldron. Mars, the planet of action, war, and raw assertion, is blazing through the sign of Leo. Mars, in Leo, is a divine roar. It is the cry for sovereignty, for recognition, for the heart's truth to be spoken without apology. It is pure, unfiltered creative life force. When this fiery, dramatic energy squares off with the deep, psychic waters of the sun in Cancer, the result is an internal steam pressure that has to be released. This is why in the first week of July, you will see secrets erupting into the open. You will feel an overwhelming, non-negotiable urge to speak a truth you have been swallowing for years. Relationships, jobs, and situations built on false pretenses or inauthenticity will begin to crack under this pressure. The shockwave begins inside you. It is the shock of realizing what you truly want, what you truly feel, and what you can no longer tolerate. This is not about politeness. It is about soul survival, but this is only the surface layer. Underneath it all is the true engine of this global shift, Saturn, the great lord of karma and structure, moving retrograde through the mystical boundless sign of Pisces. Saturn in Pisces is the dissolution of old realities. It dissolves the karmic glue that holds our illusions together. In its retrograde motion, it is forcing a deep internal review of every spiritual belief, every escapist tendency, and every lie we have told ourselves to feel safe. This is the source of the collective vertigo you are feeling. The ground beneath your feet feels like it's dissolving because energetically, it is the 3D matrix, with its rules of limitation, struggle, and separation, is being systematically dismantled by Saturn's slow, deep transit through the sign of universal consciousness. In the first week of July, this process accelerates dramatically. You will experience this as moments of profound disorientation. You might look at your life, your job, your home, and feel like you are a stranger in it. Memories from deep in your past, even past lives, may bubble up with intense emotional charge. This is the karmic detox. Saturn is purging the spiritual poison from your system, and it can be a deeply uncomfortable, even frightening, process. It is a death of the old self. This isn't a metaphor. You are undergoing a cellular and spiritual metamorphosis, and the first week of July is the most intense phase of the chrysalis. The ancient Vedic seers understood this kind of energy. They mapped it through the lunar mansions, or nakshatras. As this period begins, the moon will be transiting through Purnavasu, a nakshatra that straddles the signs of Gemini and Cancer. The name Purnavasu translates to the return of the light. It is symbolized by a quiver of arrows, representing a journey that has come full circle, returning to its source with newfound wisdom. This is the secret key to navigating the coming shock. This entire cosmic event, as chaotic and disruptive as it may feel, is a grand homecoming. It is the universe orchestrating a powerful return to your own inner light, your own authentic truth. The arrows are your intentions, your focus, your energy. For years, you may have been shooting them at external targets, validation, success, security. Now the energy of Purnavasu is calling all of that life force back to you. It is a profound process of soul retrieval. The shock is the feeling of all your scattered energy suddenly rushing back into your core. It can feel overwhelming, like a massive energetic download that short-circuits your system. This is why rest will be non-negotiable. You will feel a bone-deep weariness that no amount of sleep can seem to touch, interspersed with moments of manic, divinely inspired energy, where you feel like you could build a new world with your bare hands. You must honor both. This polarity is the signature of a major frequency shift. You are literally being rewired to hold more light. If you are feeling this call to return to your authentic self, to your own inner light, I want you to pause and type "I am ready to return" in the comments below. This is not just for the algorithm. This is a declaration to your higher self. You are setting an intention point in the quantum field, signaling that you are consciously choosing to participate in this grand homecoming. This simple act of declaration shifts you from being a passive victim of the cosmic weather to an active co-creator of your new reality. You are telling the universe that you consent to this upgrade, that you are ready to let go of the parts of you that are not in alignment with the light that is returning. Do it now. Feel the shift in your energy as you type those words. You are claiming your power. Now let's talk about how this will manifest on a global scale, because the inner shock will inevitably be mirrored in the outer world. The combination of Cancer's emotional volatility, Leo's dramatic flair for truth, and Pisces' dissolution of boundaries is a recipe for mass revelation. Expect shocking disclosures in governments, corporations, and institutions that have long operated in shadow. The truth bombs that will be dropped will not be minor, they will be foundational, challenging everything we thought we knew about our history, our finances, and our leaders. This is the Mars in Leo raw being broadcast on the world stage. People will feel a surge of righteous anger, a demand for accountability that cannot be silenced. But here is the secret: the external chaos is a distraction. It is a grand cosmic play, designed to keep you focused on the screen, while the real transformation is happening within you. The most important thing you can do during these 6-7 days is to be an observer of the world, but a participant in your own inner revolution. The real shock is not what happens on the news. The real shock is when you look in the mirror and no longer recognize the person looking back, because you have finally shed the skin of who you were told to be, and are beginning to see the radiant, sovereign, divine being you have always been. This is the purpose. This is the gift hidden inside the chaos. It is the final shattering of the illusion of the small self, paving the way for the embodiment of your true, limitless, higher self. The world isn't just changing, it is being reborn through you, and the birth pangs are about to begin. These birth pangs are not random convulsions of chaos. They are the rhythmic contractions of a cosmos, giving birth to a new paradigm through you. The first week of July is the point of crowning, where the head of this new reality begins to emerge. And at the heart of this intense pressure is the full moon in Capricorn. This is the critical piece of the puzzle. While the sun is in the watery, internal feeling realm of Cancer, asking, how do I feel safe? What is my true home? The moon will swell to its fullest in the opposite sign of Capricorn, the sign of structure, authority, ambition, and the material world. This is the ultimate cosmic opposition. It is your deepest, most vulnerable heart, Cancer, staring directly into the face of the rigid external structures you have built in your life, Capricorn, your career, your reputation, your responsibilities, the rules you live by. This full moon will illuminate, with blinding clarity, every single area where the structures of your life are not in alignment with the truth of your heart. It is a divine audit of your soul's integrity. But here is the detail that turns this powerful full moon into a world-altering detonation. The moon will not be alone in Capricorn. It will be sitting in an almost exact conjunction with Pluto, the planet of death, rebirth, power, and transformation. Pluto is the lord of the underworld. It is the force that governs everything that has been buried, hidden secrets, deep psychological wounds, suppressed power, and karmic patterns. When the illuminating light of the full moon shines on Pluto, it is like aiming a spotlight into the deepest, darkest basement of your psyche and of the collective psyche. Everything that has been hidden, festering in the dark, will be violently and irrevocably exposed. This is not a gentle nudge from the universe. This is a cosmic wrecking ball. Pluto does not renovate, it demolishes. It destroys whatever is rotten to the core so that something authentic and powerful can be built in its place. In the first week of July, you are going to witness this demolition on a personal and global scale. The shock will come from realizing that the towers of security you thought were made of stone were actually made of sand, and the tide is coming in. This Pluto-infused full moon is the engine creating what is known as a timeline split. This is a very real quantum mechanical event. The energetic frequency being blasted onto the planet will be so high that the old, dense, fear-based 3D reality can no longer hold. It is fracturing. And from this fracture, two primary timelines are branching out, a timeline of continued fear, control, and chaos for those who cling to the old structures, and a timeline of liberation, sovereignty, and 5D co-creation for those who have the courage to let the towers fall. The first 7 days of July are the critical choice point. Every thought you think, every emotion you allow yourself to feel, and every action you take is a vote for which timeline you will anchor yourself into. This is why it is so crucial to disengage from the external drama and focus on your inner state. The fear being broadcast through the mainstream media is a low-frequency anchor, designed to pull you back into the collapsing timeline. Your job is to be the lighthouse, not the ship crashing on the rocks. You must consciously and deliberately choose the frequency of love, of trust, of sovereignty, even when the world around you is screaming for you to be afraid. You will feel this timeline split physically in your body. This is not just a spiritual concept. You may experience intense ringing in your ears, which is your auditory system recalibrating to the new frequencies. You may feel sudden aches and pains in your joints and muscles. This is your crystalline DNA activating and your body releasing dense karmic energy stored in your cellular memory. You might experience sudden and extreme changes in appetite or dietary preferences, as your body tells you exactly what fuel it needs to complete this upgrade. Dizziness, vertigo, and a sense of being ungrounded are also common, as your consciousness is literally flickering between the 3D and 5D dimensions. Do not be afraid of these symptoms. They are not signs that you are sick, they are signs that the transformation is working. You are becoming a being of light in a physical body, and the process of retrofitting your biological vessel for this new energy is intense. Honor your body. Rest when it demands rest. Drink enormous amounts of purified water to help flush the energetic toxins. Spend time with your bare feet on the earth to ground your rapidly expanding energy field. You are an energetic biocomputer undergoing the most significant operating system upgrade of your existence. This process of demolition, of letting the Capricorn towers fall, is terrifying for the ego. The ego identifies with your job, your titles, your achievements, your stability. It will scream at you to hold on, to patch the cracks, to pretend you don't see the foundation crumbling. Your soul, however, is ecstatic. It knows that this demolition is a liberation. It knows that these external structures have been a cage, limiting your true, infinite potential. If you are feeling this internal battle, and you are ready to consciously choose to let go of the collapsing towers in your own life so that your soul can be free, I need you to go to the comments and type with conviction, "I release the old structures." This is a powerful command to your subconscious mind and to the universe. It is you giving the divine wrecking ball permission to clear the path. It is a statement of radical trust, declaring that you know that what is coming to replace the old is infinitely more aligned with your highest good. Affirm this choice now. Claim your liberation. This demolition and rebirth will be most active in your dream state. Pay excruciatingly close attention to your dreams during the first week of July. The veil between the conscious and subconscious mind will be thinner than ever before. Your dreams will not be random firings of neurons. They will be direct, unfiltered transmissions from your higher self, your spirit guides, and the Akashic records. You will have epic, vivid, cinematic dreams that feel like you lived an entire lifetime in one night. You may dream of flying, a sign of your expanding consciousness. You may dream of tidal waves or crumbling buildings, a symbolic representation of the emotional and structural clearing you are undergoing. You may be visited by ancestors or loved ones who have passed, bringing you messages of guidance and reassurance. Keep a journal by your bed and write down everything you can remember the moment you wake up. Do not try to analyze it with your logical mind right away. Just capture the images, the feelings, the words. The full meaning of these dream transmissions may not become clear for weeks or even months, but they are planting the energetic seeds for your new reality. They are the blueprints for the world you are about to build on the cleared ground of your life. This is not sleep, this is sacred work. It is the work of deconstruction, the holy demolition that must precede the glorious act of creation that is to come. As this holy demolition deepens, another profound layer of this cosmic activation sequence unfolds. It involves Mercury, the planet of mind, communication, and information, which will also be transiting the highly sensitive sign of Cancer. Mercury in Cancer doesn't think in logical linear lines, it feels its way to the truth. It communicates through intuition, emotion, and symbolic language. During the first week of July, while Mars is roaring in Leo and Pluto is dynamiting the foundations in Capricorn, Mercury in Cancer is opening up your psychic channels to an unprecedented degree. This is why your intuition will feel like it's on fire. The quiet inner voice you used to struggle to hear will suddenly be shouting. You will just know things without knowing how you know them. You will think of someone, and moments later, they will call or text you. You will have a sudden gut-level feeling that a certain situation is wrong, or that a certain person is not being truthful. And this feeling will be so strong, it will be impossible to ignore. This is the universe shifting your primary mode of perception from the head to the heart, from the logical mind to the intuitive body. For lifetimes we have been conditioned to distrust our feelings, and rely only on what can be proven and seen. This planetary alignment is designed to shatter that conditioning. It is a re-education in the language of the soul. The challenge here is that this heightened psychic sensitivity can feel incredibly overwhelming. You will be picking up on the thoughts and emotions of everyone around you. Walking into a crowded supermarket might feel like being hit by a wall of energetic static. You will feel the collective anxiety, the collective fear, the collective anger. This is why it is so critically important to practice spiritual hygiene. Imagine yourself surrounded by a bubble of golden or white light every morning before you start your day. Intend for this shield to allow only love in and to repel all energies that are not for your highest good. This is not an act of fear, it is an act of sovereign self-preservation. You are an empathic warrior, and you must protect your energy field so that you can remain a clear channel for the divine light that is pouring through you. This Mercury in Cancer transit also has a very specific mission to heal the ancestral heart. Cancer is the sign of lineage, of our roots, of the emotional and karmic patterns passed down through our family tree. Many of the fears, the limiting beliefs, and the emotional wounds you carry are not even yours. They are the echoes of your parents, your grandparents, and your ancestors' unprocessed trauma, vibrating within your DNA. This cosmic alignment is bringing these inherited patterns to the surface for final healing. You might find yourself suddenly overcome with sadness without a personal reason, or feeling a surge of anger that seems disproportionate to the current situation. This is very likely an ancestral emotion moving through you to be released. You are the chosen one in your bloodline, the one with the consciousness and the courage to finally break these generational curses. When these feelings arise, do not push them away. Breathe into them. Acknowledge them. You can say out loud, I see this ancestral sadness. I see this ancestral fear. I thank you for the lessons you have taught my lineage, and I now release you with love. Your journey is complete. I am setting my family line free. You are not just healing yourself, you are healing the past and creating a new liberated future for the generations to come. This is sacred, world-changing work that you can do from the quiet of your own heart. As these deep psychic and emotional currents are swirling, Jupiter, the great benefic, the planet of expansion, luck and wisdom, will be in the dualistic, information-rich sign of Gemini. Jupiter in Gemini expands everything related to communication, ideas, and perception. In this context, it acts as a massive cosmic amplifier for the entire experience. It is Jupiter that is blowing open the doors of your perception and making the timeline split so palpable. It expands the intuitive hits from Mercury in Cancer. It expands the dramatic roar of truth from Mars in Leo. And it expands the shocking revelations unearthed by the Pluto full moon conjunction. Jupiter's influence makes everything bigger, louder, and more undeniable. It is ensuring that you cannot miss the signs. It will orchestrate synchronicities that are so blatant they will make you laugh out loud. You will see repeating numbers everywhere: 1111, 444, 777. You will overhear conversations that contain the exact answer to a question you were just pondering. The lyrics of a song on the radio will feel like a direct message from your spirit guides. This is Jupiter's way of winking at you, of letting you know that you are on the right path, that the universe is conspiring in your favor, even amidst the chaos. Your only job is to pay attention. Keep your eyes and your heart open to the magic that is unfolding all around you. If you have been noticing an increase in synchronicities, if you feel your intuition becoming louder and clearer, if you sense that you are on the verge of a profound awakening, I want you to affirm this in the comments by typing "I am awake and I am listening." This is a declaration that you are no longer ignoring the whispers of your soul. You are tuning in to the cosmic radio station that is broadcasting the frequency of your highest destiny. By making this statement, you are amplifying the signal, making it easier for your guides and your higher self to communicate with you and to lead you through this powerful transition. Acknowledge the magic that is beginning to flow into your life. Embrace your role as a student of the universe's symbolic language. This period also demands a radical re-evaluation of your relationships. The energies at play are creating a powerful frequency sort. You will find that you can no longer tolerate being around people who operate from a place of negativity, gossip, or victimhood. The vibrational dissonance will be too jarring, too physically uncomfortable. You may feel a sudden and inexplicable urge to distance yourself from certain friends or even family members. This can be painful and confusing, but you must trust this feeling. It is your soul guiding you towards your true soul family, the people who resonate at your new higher frequency. These are the people who see you, who support your growth, who speak the same language of heart and soul. During these first 7 days of July, the universe may orchestrate chance encounters with these individuals. Be open. Be willing to start conversations with strangers you feel drawn to. Your tribe is assembling, and this cosmic event is the clarion call that is bringing you all together. The old bonds that were based on shared trauma or karmic debt are dissolving, making way for new connections based on shared purpose and unconditional love. This is not about abandonment, it is about alignment. You are finding the people who will help you build the new world. This is the formation of the ground crew for the new earth, and you are being called to your post. So, how do we navigate this monumental, world-altering shift with grace, power, and intention? The answer lies not in doing, but in being. This is not a time for hustle, for pushing, for forcing outcomes. This is a time for profound surrender and radical self-care. The energy is so intense, so transformative, that your only job is to create a sacred container for the metamorphosis to occur. This is the moment to put your own spiritual oxygen mask on first. The world will try to pull you into its drama, its fear, its arguments. You must be the unshakable mountain in the midst of the storm. This requires conscious, practical steps. For these first 6-7 days of July, commit to a media diet. Unplug from the relentless cycle of news and social media fear-mongering. Every moment you spend consuming that energy is a moment you are feeding the collapsing timeline. Instead, feed your soul. Go for walks in nature. Listen to high-frequency music. Meditate, even if it's just for 5 minutes a day. Journal your feelings, your dreams, your intuitive insights. Your energy is your most precious currency right now. Invest it wisely. This period also calls for a specific ritual to consciously work with these energies. On the night of the full moon in Capricorn, find a quiet space where you will not be disturbed. You will need a piece of paper, a pen, and a fireproof container, like a ceramic bowl. First, ground yourself. Feel your connection to the earth. Breathe deeply into your heart center. On the piece of paper, write down everything you are ready to release. Be brutally honest. Write down the limiting beliefs, the fears, the old job that drains your soul, the relationship patterns that cause you pain, the self-judgments, the ancestral burdens you've become aware of. Write down every single aspect of the Capricorn tower in your life that you know in your heart is ready to fall. Do not hold back. Feel the weight of these things as you write them. Acknowledge the role they have played in your journey. Thank them for the lessons. And then, with immense intention, safely burn the paper. As you watch the paper turn to ash, visualize all of that dense, heavy energy dissolving from your being. Feel the lightness, the space that is being created. You can say out loud, "By the power of this Pluto full moon, I release all that no longer serves my highest evolution. I surrender my past to the sacred fire of transformation. I am empty. I am open. I am ready to be reborn." After you have performed this release, take a new piece of paper. Now, write from the heart of your sun in Cancer. Write about how you want to feel. Not what you want to have, but how you want to feel. Safe, loved, joyful, free, creative, abundant, connected. Let your heart speak its deepest desires. This is the blueprint for the new earth reality you are calling in. Fold this paper and place it on a windowsill where it can absorb the light of the full moon, or place it under your pillow. You are planting this seed of intention into the fertile, newly cleared ground of your consciousness. This is not wishful thinking. This is a powerful act of co-creation with the cosmos. You have consciously participated in the demolition, and now, you are consciously laying the foundation for what is to come. The days following this ritual are a period of integration. You may feel raw, vulnerable, and emotionally open. This is normal. You have just performed energetic surgery on yourself. Be gentle. Treat yourself as you would a newborn baby. Wrap yourself in soft blankets. Eat nourishing, grounding foods. Avoid harsh people and environments. This is a sacred void space, a womb of rebirth. You may not know what comes next. You may have no idea how your new life will take shape. That is the point. You must be willing to sit in the mystery, in the I don't know, and trust that the universe is orchestrating a reality for you that is far grander than your limited mind could ever conceive. The shock of the first week of July is the shock of liberation. It is the jolt that disconnects you from the matrix of limitation and plugs you directly into the infinite power source of the universe. It will feel chaotic, because freedom is chaotic to a soul that has only known cages. This is the great turning point we have all been waiting for. It is not coming to save us. It is coming to activate the Savior within us. You are the one you have been waiting for. Your heart is the portal. Your consciousness is the key. The first 6-7 days of July 2025 are not an end but a beginning. It is the moment humanity is being given the choice, on a mass scale, to graduate from the school of fear and step into the university of love. The entire world will be shaken so that those who are ready can finally awaken. Do not be afraid of the shaking. Know that you are being shaken free. The old world is dying. Let it die. The new earth is being born. And you, magnificent soul, are its midwife. You are its architect. You are its first conscious citizen. If you have stayed with me through this entire transmission, it is because your soul recognizes this truth on the deepest level. This message was a key, specifically encoded for you. I want you to make one final powerful declaration in the comments below. Type, "I am the new earth session." Feel the power in those words. Feel them vibrate through every cell of your being. This is your mission. This is your identity. This is your truth. Claim it now. And if this message has served you, please share it with anyone you feel needs to hear it. Subscribe and stay connected, because the journey is only just beginning, and we are all in this together. The shock is coming, but for us, it is not a shock of fear. It is the ecstatic shock of remembering who we truly are. Be prepared, be brave, and I will see you on the other side.